What's up, my giggity gamers?
Dark. I hate the dark.
I decided
Shit
to
happens in the dark.
decided to do a live audio commentary this time, so I could talk about some. Okay, the game is so loud I can't even hear myself think. So I want to go over some things that were on my mind. I know there's a significant amount of people that are following this project, at least like 100, I want to say. And for that, I want to say thank you. I know there's like 3 other transit projects that are out there right now, so I was kind of insecure about even telling anybody about this. Could people be like, another transit project? Come on, bro. Be original, bro. So, but I'm not to toot my own horn, but I was one of the first people that started working on this project. And I did it with my limited knowledge of Radiant and the Bo3 mod tools and everything, so I'd have to like restart over and over again, and it's been a rocky road. So, finally I'm at a point where the project's actually coming along really, really well, and I'm very proud of it. So the one thing that I want to go over is Zella and Dobby are working on a Transit remaster it's pretty similar to mine, but it's different in its reasonable aspects. And I want to say that I'm not affiliated with their project in any way whatsoever. This is entirely my own original vision for it, which is... I didn't kill anything. Why did Misty quote that? I guess a zombie died, but my point is, my original vision for this project is to be as one-to-one as a remaster of the original as possible, with added improvements. And what I mean by that is anywhere that I can improve and make it more fun without changing the original formula and vibe and flow of the map, I'm gonna do it. So things like the entirety of Nacht der Untoten being explorable, I'm gonna do that. But stuff like the bowling alley being entirely playable, that whole area is a zombie barrier. I might have it to where you can like run through the door where the mystery box would be on the side of the bowling alley, and you can explore like a little section of it, but I'm not going to have the whole thing be playable. I just think that's a little overkill, and there's no point to it, really, when the changes that I'm going to be making are going to be being made. My main vision for it is just making it easier, but making it feel like there's more of a reason to play it. And so things like, with perks, for example, when you buy a perk a certain amount of times, it'll despawn, but then it's just not accessible at all. And my idea for that is, how about instead of after being bought 4 times it goes away, after being bought 2 times it changes location and like despawns, but then spawns somewhere else in the map so that you have to actually run over there to get it. And it encourages players to go to the different locations instead of just like sitting at town or sitting in a certain area. And certain weapon wall buys are going to be available in more locations than just the one that they're at originally. So I know town was really desolate and didn't have like any wall buys really, except for the Semtex grenades, which I think was kind of stupid because they missed out on the opportunity to just at least put the MP5 there so people can get more ammo or something like that. But they didn't do that. So one thing that I'm gonna do for that is I want to have the SVU in this map. Any BO2 weapon that was in Black Ops 2 Zombies, I'm going to have be in this map. But I'm not going to bring over every single weapon that was ever in Black Ops 2 into this map. Just the weapons that were in Zombies. So like the KSG, the Evo Scorpion, the Hammer, the LSAT, the Ballista Iron Sights, and the Sniper Rifle Ballista, which I'm going to talk about later. All of those guns, stuff like that's going to be in here, but we're not going to have like the Browning HP or the XPR or the MP7 or any of that because that just seems a little excessive to me. I kind of just want it to be contained in itself with reasonability, but um, still with variety. So the entirety of Nacht der Untoten is going to be accessible, and I'll show you what I have so far for Nacht der Untoten. So I have the entirety of the cornfield pretty much complete, and we'll see as the fog goes away, this is about as much as I've got done. Pretty much all of it, except for like the highway that would be right there, and then some of the geo there. But most of power is done. I just need to get the main building and all the routes down there finished, and then fix whatever geo is too low for the models to touch. So like if certain models are just like kind of floating like these are right here, I'm going to bring the geo up. So that's going to be fun. I have an idea because there are a bunch of wind turbines that are right here. So I was thinking, what if because I want to have the Tesla gun in this map in some form, like as a reward for killing the Avogadro. It just drops Tesla guns for everybody. And you could, as like a little Easter egg, you could bring a Tesla gun over here and shoot the wind turbines, and it'll kind of zap them like back up or something. And then, like from them spinning, it will actually draw power to the rest of the map. And I'm gonna have it because I know that it's kind of windy in this map, just from the sounds and stuff. Uh, the wind turbines would be moving, but they wouldn't actually be drawing power or creating power or anything like that. I don't know. I'm sure that's not how they work really, but I'm thinking that like if you do that, it'll permanently open all the doors that you need to open with the wind turbine. But also, I just want to make it so that turning on the power opens all those doors. Which I've tried doing, and it kind of works in the power script, but because local power wasn't used in Black Ops 3 and it was only used in transit, it's kind of buggy and the doors won't open like unless you're in a certain area. So, but yeah, I have all of the props, pretty much about like 90% of the props in the map so far. There's some that are missing, like the wind turbines. Once I get Nacht der Untoten fully finished and the highway finished, which is gonna kind of be my next project, this whole section right here could basically be its own map, and I might actually release that as a survival map. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So once you go in here, there's these little like fence hinged doors right here and right here. They're kind of like gates, and then there's one right there, and there's one right there. I'm gonna have all of these not be buyable, but I'm gonna have the one right here in particular be buyable. So just like as an extra area that you can farm in. So you walk in here, and then there's gonna be a perk here, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have this by default. I'm gonna have it be Deadshot. So Deadshot is probably gonna be right here in this corner. I'm pretty confident being right there in that corner. But what I mentioned with the ballista is the ballista iron sights are actually going to be a wall buy in Nacht der Untoten where the Kar 98 would be. And now the reason that some people don't know this, and I didn't know it, I didn't really pick up on it, but the reason they brought in the ballista iron sights for Origins is because there wasn't really a good iron sights rifle except for that one, and they were like, you know what, why don't we just have that be a wall buy? So they did it, and it was like the closest thing to a World War I bolt action rifle in Origins than anything else. So I'm gonna have that replace the Kar 98 in here, and it's gonna be the same ordeal, just the same gun, same stats. But you know how there's usually a sniper rifle in a cabinet up here? That's going to be the ballista scoped, and that's going to have significantly increased stats. So it's going to be ranged, obviously, but it's going to also be very much more powerful than this one over here, and it's going to be about at the same price. And I might have it be a little thing where you can sit here and you can shoot like these little Richtofen Matryoshka dolls, I think is what they're called, from Ascension. And it could be like a fun little Easter egg thing. Maybe it gives everybody a free perk or um, something like that. I don't know. But I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, the entirety of Nacht der Untoten I think should be playable. I think it's only right since I'm doing this. So, but yeah, we don't have any of this probed, or I don't have any of these probed. So a lot of the shadows are really low resolution, and I really honestly don't know why there's no toggle to change that. But you know, it is what it is. But over here, when you come over here, the fog will clear up a little bit in this area, and this will be where the nav card buildable is. And then all the effects and everything. Now, I don't have any of the area where farm is finished. I think I just showed it earlier by mistake, unless that was in the other recording I just did. But town is kind of just doesn't have any geo, so it's just all the models that are upscaled. I think I'll start with the church first and then just kind of work my way from there. I don't know. Yeah, lighting's kind of screwy because these aren't supposed to be playable yet. But yeah, I have all these models set up from Modern Warfare Remastered. I think these are from. Well, these. I don't know about this. I don't know. I don't remember if they are yet, but I know they're available in it. But yeah, everything's upscaled. Everything looks good, as they say. Some more Modern Warfare Remastered props, which look better than the Black Ops 4 versions because they're actually 3D and not just a 2D texture that make this like that. But these aren't mix maps, so they look better. Is this the old? No, that's the new version. Okay. So I don't really have anything for the tunnel yet, besides just the props. I know that's like right next to Bus Depot, but I still don't have anything yet. It's just models. I gotta get around to it. But I do have some lights, and I will inevitably have to tweak those once I get around to this, but then we loop around back to the start. And, oh, speaking, I actually missed some stuff over here, my bad. Let me go up here. Yeah, I'm two over here. So this is all the geo that we have done so far. It's a lot, but there's still a lot to go. So once you go down into here, the cabin's right here, and a lot of the geo is missing, but it's just like door trims and stuff, and then of course all the log models, which I've gotten from Modern Warfare Remastered and other games, you know what I mean, that look really good. But some of them, there's certain like variants of this size in particular that I'm missing, so it just kind of looks like I duplicated it because I kind of had to. But I have all these cracks done, and then once you go down here, I have the railroad tracks and everything, and the lava here, and all this setup, and everything here. And for these car models, I want to, instead of bringing the new version over from Black Ops 4, have someone just like quadrangulate and subdivide these to the best of their ability without screwing up the texture UVs. And the reason behind that is because when I get the version for Black Ops 4, not only are the textures not going to look the same, but it's really, really difficult and tedious, and there's like at least 100 materials that are all hashed, by the way, so you don't know which part of the car you're actually working on while you're setting up all the mixed materials that aren't actually just flat materials. They're like based on these like reveal maps, and it's just a weird system, and I don't want to screw around with it. I already tried, and it's just I'm much better and happier just upscaling stuff like I did here because it looks good. Like look at it, it looks good. It looks really good for an old model. You know what I mean? All that's left to do is subdivide, and that's it, and then it looks good. I mean, this is a little iffy, but you know what I mean. I don't have much of this done. I have this crater here done, and I kind of have to add that like glow to it, which I don't know how to. I gotta figure that out, but you know what I mean. Um, but once you come, is it this way or the way over here? Where is it? Because I know you come down. And you come down this way, unless that's too far down. Oh no, it is up here. Never mind. It is up there. Oh. Yeah, all this model-wise is finished, pretty much. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, I forgot I put water in here. Yeah. I have a thing where if you manage to throw all of your grenades into this little tiny hole without it bouncing, you get rewarded like 500 points or something like that, which I think would be cool. Or just like kind of like Mob of the Dead, where you throw your grenades in here, you get 25 points. You throw your grenades down here, you get 25 points, something like that. Because that's like the hellhole down there, where you die. You're like scripted to die instantly if you fall down there. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the map so far. Leave any comments at all about the project. I'll ask. I'm not affiliated with Zella and Dobby's map, like I said. I actually offered to collaborate with them on this remaster because I have most of the geo done, and Dobby told me that Zella's the one like running the project, and he'd most likely say no. And I understand that. Anybody would probably say no in that situation because they have their own vision for the game and they really want to stick to it, you know. But honestly, I'd be willing to implement their vision. But I'm sure they're already like really far progressed into it, and they probably don't want to, you know, just abandon their version and put it on my version, you know. So it is what it is. But the only reason I offered was because I don't want there to be two like seemingly identical Transit remasters, where people get really, really like confused because there's too many of them on the market. And it's funny how in 2023 and 2024, all of a sudden all these Transit remasters are being worked on instead of like being worked on back in the day. I'm sure some were started back in the day, but you know what I mean. I started this like 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say. And then just recently, I've been making insane amounts of progress. Like, all of this geo was not here like a month ago. Or 2 months ago, rather, but yeah. But I want to see if I can get my map entered into their super Easter egg. I'm gonna guess and say no. And I don't really mind, to be honest, because I still want to get this done. This is like kind of a passion project for me that I've always wanted to do since I started. So, you know, the support, I'm sure there'll be like it's their own unique thing that me and some other people can do to collaborate this with other maps or something like that. But there's this big push for Zombies Chronicles 2 by individual devs because Treyarch were working on it in Black Ops 4, and they wanted to release it originally for either Black Ops 4 or Cold War if they were able to, and it just never panned out because their visions are constantly hampered by Activision, and I want to also say Infinity Ward because for a while Infinity Ward has had the say in a lot of the projects that go on, including, or most notably for Sledgehammer, even though they're not the same company. Sledgehammer have always consistently been the best studio for passion and people that care about getting their projects done. And I know I'm going on a rant, but it's been revealed multiple times that Infinity Ward has basically stuck their hand in Sledgehammer's cookie jar and started stirring the pot a little bit, because they were just allowed to. And so a lot of the good things that Sledgehammer has done, Infinity Ward's kind of come in and said, hey, no, gotta do it our way. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sorry for going on kind of a weird rant, but, I have a lot to say regarding this project and in general. So, if there's any more videos you'd like me to make on just whatever, even if one person asks, I'll probably do something. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. It keeps me going. Because instead of getting messages like, dude, there's no reason for this project, there's 3 other Transit remasters, I'm like, there's always a reason to make a Transit remaster. You can always do something different. And why not? It's better to have options than to not. So, thank you.